Look at that ship, straight ahead. You can see the anchor. I think this to the right here is the coolest one. We are literally inside this ship. Wow, and crossing onto that bridge, it's like a new world. Hey guys, this is Matt with 2 Feet Outdoors YouTube channel, and today we are at Carteret Park in New Jersey, and we're headed out kayaking to the Staten Island Ship Graveyard. It's a beautiful day, and it's going to be an amazing adventure. All right, let's go ahead and get this kayak set up. All right, and we're paddling. All right, guys, so to our right is Carteret Park. And we are headed to the Staten Island Ship Graveyard. And to our far left, that green mound up there, that is Fresh Kills Park. And Fresh Kills Park used to be a landfill that is now a public park. This body of water that we're on today is called the Arthur Kill, and on one side, the side that we launched, is New Jersey, and the other side is Staten Island. So the ship graveyard is actually on the Staten Island side, south of here. It's a beautiful day today. We have blue skies, and the wind is under 10 miles an hour, and it should stay that way the entire time we're out on the water. So it's a great day for paddling and a great day for exploring, and I'm really excited to see this ship graveyard. I've only seen it in videos and in photos. I've never paddled this waterway, so you are here experiencing it with me for the first time. There's lots of commercial operations along this waterway. To the right, it looks like some really big trucking company or warehouse. And it actually looks like there's a walkway along the water here. On the water side of that business, and it's fenced off. So it's pretty cool that it looks like you can walk that trail around along this body of water. Over here on the right is that boardwalk walkway. Looks pretty new, and it looks really nice. All right, so we're gonna paddle straight across the Arthur Kill here to get to the Staten Island side. Just want to make sure we're not going to encounter any boats. Wind has definitely picked up. It's a direct headwind, which is good. I'd rather it be a headwind than coming from the side. Just take this very light chop head on. We do have a boat coming through the channel towards us. We should be well out of the way by the time he gets close. Hopefully he's watching where he's going and sees me. But he's coming straight for us. All right, I think we're clear. He's kicking off a pretty good wake. Try to get as far as I can. His wake will dissipate a little bit and then we'll just roll them as it gets to us. Just turning into these rollers real quick. Nothing major, but I'd rather just take them head on. All right, and I can see straight ahead of us is the ship graveyard. We're probably gonna notice some skeletons of old ships, some barges, and also what looks like full-on rusting metal ships. It's going to be really interesting to see. And yeah, the main thing, I just want to make sure I don't run into anything under the water that I can't see. So we're going to take it easy when we get around the ships and the barges and stuff of that sort. But yeah, this is really exciting. I'm really happy to be here. Can't wait to check this out. So yeah, right here to our right and coming up in front of us looks like the V of a hull just at the surface of the water. Looks like the remnants of a barge here to the right. Really shallow water right here, but I think I can squeeze past. Some people say my videos are relaxing. If there's going to be anyone that might be relaxing, it's going to be this one at this moment, because we're just going to cruise nice and quietly through this boat graveyard and paddle nice and slow. Really makes you wonder how many years some of these barges and ships have been here. That's a big ship straight ahead. We're going to see if we can creep up pretty close to it. So the tide is coming in, and on one hand, that's a benefit because we're less likely to hit objects below the water because we have more water to paddle in. But then on the other hand, it's also going to hide some of the remains or skeletons of some of these ships and barges. But yeah, look at this. Look at this rope. Wow. Look at that. That is amazing. Through some of these holes. I can see inside. Wait, I have an idea. Let me get close. All right, I'm holding on to the ship here. I'm gonna stick my cell phone in. All right, we're going to continue on around the front of this one. That was really cool seeing inside that ship. I can't get over this. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, what I've read about this place is that when these ships have reached their service life, they were basically just all abandoned here. Some were scrapped. And my understanding is that there used to be hundreds and hundreds of ships here, and they've actually dwindled it down a bit, and I believe there's less than 100. Let's see what this looks like on this side. Wow. Wow. Look at that. That's like half of the ship. It's like cut in half. I'm just hoping we don't run into anything. Wow. So far, so good. We are literally inside this ship. Whoa. Just enough room to turn around. Just bump the back. Wow, that's really cool. Look at the front of this ship. We have some waves coming, so I need to turn towards these waves real quick. Nice little rollers. All right, we're gonna turn back and go the other way in a second, but since we had to divert the way I was originally gonna go because of those waves, I wanna check out this. Look at this straight ahead. Look at that. I want to go up that ladder, but I'm not going to. Wow, this is really, really neat. I just love that straight ahead with that metal door that's open. Whoa. These things are massive. So this is the Staten Island Boat Graveyard. My understanding is that it's gone by a few different names. And it's changed ownership over the years. But I believe it has stayed within a family. But don't quote me on that. I'm more of somebody that explores these places, gives you a visual tour, but there's so much information out there about the history that I'm not even gonna try to compare. If you want to see more in-depth history, I would definitely do some Google searches, search YouTube, but this is a visual tour from the perspective of a kayak. Look at all this. It's really cool. Some of them are steel. These barges are wood. I love this one, straight ahead. Look at that anchor. It would be really cool to climb on these, but I do not want to upset anybody. This is not my property to climb on. All right, we're gonna try to paddle in between these here. Keeping an eye out for objects like this one. I think this to the right here is the coolest one. Osprey flying around. We're going to try to split these two sections and just go right up the middle. I can definitely see the ship below me, and I'm afraid it's going to get too shallow. Let me move over to the left here. I don't want to bump this thing. Looks pretty smooth, but gotta see if we can get through here. You can see, literally tapping the ship. I think we got it right here. Curious if we can get through here. We're going to try. We're going to take it nice and slow. Well, we made it through there. That was cool. This is a lot of wooden ships and barges. Lots and lots of decay. It's like a maze through here. But so far, so good. Uh-oh. Let me see. It's a little tight for the paddle. You can definitely see a variety of substances on the surface of this water. Looks very dirty. Definitely don't want to touch it. Look at that ship, straight ahead. You can see the anchor. There's an anchor on both sides. So yeah, we're just gonna continue paddling around here to see what we can explore. It seems almost endless. Every once in a while I can see something under the water that's pretty close. But so far we're doing really well. I just find this really, really fascinating. It's like a maze working in and out of these boats. I want to see this one here. I love those round windows. Straight ahead. Whoa. Well, I don't know that we want to go that way. Let's see. Right here. We're just making it through there. Just enough water underneath us. But we were definitely going over a ship there. Another anchor right here. This looks really tight. I'm going to try to get really close. Like threading the needle between objects under the water. Like the water is very murky, but I can see just enough underneath it. when something's close. It's the slowest paddle ever, but it just may very well be the coolest paddle. I'm loving this. I've never seen anything like this. And if you like this video and other videos of mine, please, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. I actually don't say that very often because I feel like if people like your content, they're going to subscribe to your channel. And I hope that you guys like my content. I'm trying to come up with very interesting ideas, unique paddles, interesting places, and I'm trying to improve my audio, video quality, and editing. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but I'm really enjoying it. So, for those of you that are watching, I really do appreciate it. This is the kind of stuff I don't like. Things sticking up out of the water, because sometimes they're hiding just beneath the water. It's pretty shallow here too. Check this out. We're gonna look all the way between these two barges here. Straight down. And straight ahead is Fresh Kills. I think we're going to go ahead and pull up to the shoreline here, stretch the legs, drink some water, take a quick little break. Alright guys, I just pulled the kayak out of the water, decided to take a quick little break, drink some water, but let me show you something here. Off in the distance that way, Right there is where the ship graveyard is, and where we launched is way up that way. But yeah, check this out on the shoreline here. It's just nothing but debris and trash, cans, scrap wood, buckets. Look at this, a recycle bin. But the whole area, like, to me, if you cleaned up this trash, it would be really beautiful. There's osprey flying around, and the shoreline here is just gorgeous. But yeah, I can't get over it. That ship graveyard was amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to stretch my legs and drink some water. We're gonna get back out on the water here in a minute. All right, we're back out on the water, and there's a big barge right off in the distance being pushed by a tugboat. All right, we'll have to see what kind of wake he's putting off as it reaches us. So you can see this barrier to our right. This barrier extends pretty much from the ship graveyard all the way to the entrance to Fresh Kills Park. It's quite a long barrier. We're just going to paddle along it pretty much all the way back. And I think we're going to paddle into Fresh Kills Park and explore around there for a little bit. So stay tuned. Just a few light rollers from the tugboat. Part of me wanted to paddle on the other side of this barrier all the way down, but then I was worried I wouldn't be able to get out. And it looked like I probably couldn't get out when I looked at Google Maps. So staying on the main side of it. All right, we got another tugboat pushing a barge right here. Off in the distance, straight ahead. I'm gonna see if I can get a shot of it. All right, and I suspect we're gonna have a little bit of a wake to contend with here. We're just gonna get a little speed, paddle with purpose, right into the wake. Shouldn't be too bad. Not too bad. All right, back in the other direction we go. All right, the entrance here to Fresh Kills Park, this waterway is considered Great Fresh Kills, and to our right is considered Cedar Point, and then there's actually an island to the left, and that's the Isle of Meadows. We're just going to paddle our way into here, and it should lead to some different little marshlands, and it should be very pretty. It'll probably be the most nature we see all day. Except coming into this Great Fresh Kills, there's some barges and stuff like that staged. Again, I've never paddled this area. It's all new to me. And you're experiencing it here with me for the first time. So I'm just going based off some things I've read photos I've seen, videos I've watched. That barrier that I previously mentioned, the end of it is actually right over here. And if I would have paddled all the way in there, I would have been stuck. I would have had to go all the way back. They should block it off on the other side so nobody does that. I thought ahead and realized I might get stuck. All right, so 2 trash barges straight ahead, completely covered, and they actually have it netted off. That's that covering that I see. All right, we're still working our way into Fresh Kills Park. One thing I wanted to mention about Fresh Kills Park, I did say that it was previously a landfill and it's transitioning over to a public park, but they're actually transitioning it through like a multi-phase project. And I know phase 1, my understanding, is complete, but there's more phases to be done. So yeah, this is a really long way into the park. And right now it's just lined with barges. Still paddling into Fresh Kills. And we're going to be coming up to a bridge in a few minutes. And that's the West Shore Expressway. This is the West Shore Expressway. I don't see any boat traffic coming behind me or in front of me. So we're just going to go straight through the middle here. The wind died down for a little bit, but it definitely picked up again. On the map, it's showing this area to my right is Kellerman Point. But this entire body of water in here is surrounded by these fences. I don't know if that's because it's a landfill and if whatever escapes, trash, who knows what, into the waterway, that it catches it. But it also looked like there were areas where the barges were docked along that. So it's kind of interesting. This bridge just looks like a road that takes vehicles into the transfer station. Like, you can see this sanitation truck going over. Osprey nest to the left, kind of straight ahead now. He's up in the nest, just took off. Wow, and crossing onto that bridge, it's like a new world. It's all green. No fences lining the way. Everything is green. All right, so here are the marshlands that I was envisioning. And I have to say, it is really pretty. And the tall green area that you can see on the right, obviously that's a grass-covered landfill. So here I am in Staten Island. Heavily populated urban area. And once again, I have it all to myself. Now this is amazing. If I stop paddling, all I can hear is the wind. So peaceful, and it's really beautiful. I'm in need of a stretch of the legs. Sometimes sitting in the cockpit like this for a long time, my legs need to stretch out. So we're going to take a quick little pit stop right here and then get back out on the water. All right, we're back out on the water. We're paddling into the sunset. I'm just so relaxed right now, even though I'm doing something physical like kayaking. Just being on the water, it's kind of relaxed me quite a bit. Ready to take a nap. Right here on the water in my kayak. What a beautiful evening. Sun's starting to go down a little bit. Looks so pretty straight ahead. way up on top of that hill, directly in front of us, above those two barges, is an American flag flying. I know you can't see it with this camera, but I'm going to break out my other one and get a shot of it so you can see it. Well, with Independence Day coming, I'd say that's fitting. All right, we're just getting ready to cross the Arthur Kill waterway again. Hopefully we can get across here without any boat traffic coming. Well, right about now, in the middle of this Arthur Kill waterway, we're crossing over from New York back into New Jersey. Wind's picking up right here, but we're on the home stretch. Man, that current's pushing me. All right, and we're just pulling back into Carteret Waterfront Park. That tide has come way up since we left. All right, guys, well, that was an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed that video. I certainly did. I'm tired, and I had a great time. We'll see you guys on the next one.